Hello and welcome back to my channel Dinar and Dong Updates, Iraq's Economic Evolution. The digital dinar, IMF support, and key financial developments. Iraq is undergoing a major transformation in its economic and financial landscape. The country is taking bold steps to modernize its financial system, reduce its dependence on foreign currencies, and improve economic stability. Among the most notable changes are the introduction of a digital dinar, strengthening ties with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the revival of the Iraq-Turkey oil pipeline. These developments could have significant implications for Iraq's future, both domestically and internationally. In this article, we will explore the key aspects of Iraq's evolving financial system, its efforts to diversify its economy, and what these changes mean for businesses, investors, and the global economic landscape. The digital dinar, a game-changer for Iraq's economy. What is the digital dinar? Iraq's central bank is preparing to launch a digital version of the Iraqi dinar, a move that aligns with global trends in digital finance. Unlike physical currency, the digital dinar will exist only in electronic form, stored in digital wallets, and used for transactions through approved financial platforms. However, it will maintain the same value as the traditional paper dinar. Why is this a big deal? The introduction of a digital currency represents a strategic move to modernize Iraq's financial system. Here's why this initiative is important. 1. Faster and more efficient transactions. Digital transactions eliminate the need for physical cash, allowing for instant and secure money transfers. This is particularly beneficial for businesses, government institutions, and individuals who rely on financial transactions for daily operations. 2. Financial inclusion for all. Iraq has a large population that lacks access to traditional banking services, especially in rural areas. A digital currency allows unbanked individuals to store, send, and receive money using digital wallets, bringing more people into the financial system. 3. Reducing dependence on the US dollar. Iraq has long relied on the US dollar for major financial transactions. However, by promoting the use of the digital dinar, the country can encourage greater reliance on its local currency, strengthening economic sovereignty. 4. Lower costs and higher security. Managing physical currency is costly and time-consuming. Printing banknotes, producing coins, and handling cash logistics involve significant expenses. A digital currency reduces these costs while also minimizing the risks of fraud and counterfeiting. Eliminating the parallel market's influence. The parallel market, where unofficial currency exchanges take place, has created instability in Iraq's financial system. With a centrally controlled digital currency, the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, can better regulate exchange rates and curb unregulated currency trading. Challenges and considerations. Despite its advantages, implementing a digital dinar comes with challenges. Adoption and awareness. Iraq must educate businesses and citizens on how to use digital wallets and online payment systems. Technology infrastructure. A secure and efficient digital payment system must be in place to handle nationwide transactions. Cybersecurity risks. Digital currencies require strong security measures to prevent hacking and financial fraud. Nonetheless, if implemented effectively, the digital dinar could be a major step toward Iraq's financial modernization, Iraq's economic diversification, and IMF support, reducing oil dependence. For decades, Iraq has relied heavily on oil revenues, making its economy vulnerable to fluctuations in global oil prices. Recognizing the risks, Iraq has been working toward economic diversification by investing in non-oil sectors such as agriculture, manufacturing, and technology. According to recent reports, Iraq's non-oil GDP is projected to grow by approximately 5% in 2024, a sign that economic diversification efforts are starting to yield results. Collaboration with the IMF. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has been working closely with Iraq to implement fiscal reforms that improve economic stability. Recent discussions between Iraqi officials and the IMF have focused on improving financial policies to make Iraq a more attractive destination for investors, strengthening banking regulations to ensure transparency and security in the financial sector, enhancing government revenue management to reduce reliance on oil and develop alternative income sources. The IMF's endorsement of Iraq's financial reforms adds credibility and boosts investor confidence in the country's economic future. Will there be an Iraqi Dinar Revaluation, RV? There has been significant speculation regarding a potential revaluation, RV, of the Iraqi dinar. Many observers believe that with economic reforms, digital currency implementation, and IMF backing, Iraq may be moving closer to strengthening the dinar's value. While there are rumors about specific dates for a revaluation, no official confirmation has been given. However, Iraq's financial restructuring efforts indicate a long-term plan to enhance the dinar's strength and stabilize exchange rates. The Iraq-Turkey oil pipeline. A major economic boost. Pipeline resumption and economic impact. A key development in Iraq's oil sector is the anticipated resumption of the Iraq-Turkey oil pipeline. The pipeline, which transports oil from Kirkuk to Turkey, has been inactive due to technical and political challenges. However, recent reports suggest that it is now ready to resume exports, pending official approval from Baghdad. Why is this important? 1. Increased oil revenues. Resuming oil exports through the pipeline could generate billions of dollars in revenue, supporting Iraq's economy. 2. Strengthening trade relations. The pipeline enhances economic cooperation between Iraq and Turkey, strengthening regional trade and diplomatic ties. 3. Supporting Iraq's budget oil exports remain a crucial source of income for Iraq. Restoring the pipeline's operation will help stabilize Iraq's fiscal position. Challenges in the oil sector. Despite positive developments, Iraq's oil industry faces challenges. Global oil price volatility. Iraq remains vulnerable to fluctuations in the international oil market. Infrastructure issues. The country needs to modernize its oil infrastructure to improve efficiency and sustainability. Political and security concerns. Ongoing tensions in the region can impact oil production and export stability. Nonetheless, with proper management, Iraq's oil sector can continue to be a pillar of economic growth while the country works on expanding non-oil industries. What do these developments mean for Iraq's future? Economic growth and stability. With the introduction of the digital dinar, Iraq is positioning itself as a leader in financial modernization. The move toward a digital economy, along with IMF-backed reforms, will help stabilize Iraq's financial system and attract foreign investment. Stronger currency and investment climate. By reducing dependence on the US dollar and promoting the dinar, Iraq can regain greater control over its financial policies. This shift, combined with fiscal reforms, will make Iraq more appealing to international investors. Diversified economy and sustainable growth. Iraq's ongoing efforts to reduce oil dependency and develop non-oil sectors signal a more resilient economy. Investments in agriculture, infrastructure, and digital technology could lead to sustainable growth in the coming years. Potential challenges ahead. While these developments are promising, Iraq must address several challenges. Ensuring smooth implementation of the digital dinar. Enhancing cybersecurity to protect digital financial transactions. Managing global oil market fluctuations. Overcoming political and economic hurdles to maintain stability. Final thoughts. Iraq is at a turning point in its economic history. The introduction of a digital currency, stronger ties with the IMF, and progress in oil exports indicate a strategic vision for financial growth and stability. While challenges remain, these bold initiatives demonstrate Iraq's commitment to building a modern, resilient, and diversified economy. The world is watching closely as Iraq takes steps toward a future that could reshape its economic landscape for generations to come. Stay tuned for more updates on Iraq's economic transformation and its impact on the global market.